my god, that is so cool.
That's it, it's done.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I am a pro after all. What's up guys, it's Supercar Blondie. I'm in Houston, Texas at Ferrari of Houston. Why? Because they have invited me to come down and start up the only Ferrari from North America to head to Le Mans this year. This is the home of Risi Competizione. This is actually the most accomplished private Ferrari racing team in North America. So Anna, you won't believe this, used to work in the Ferrari factory in Italy, and you actually configured the cars for the top 500 clients of Ferrari around the world. And this car right here you did, right?
Yes, I did this at the factory.
You were literally in the factory putting this car together. If I'm sitting in this car now and I'd want even more customization, what else can you do to it?
You could have got a colored carbon fiber, you could have got a crocodile leather here if you wanted, or a snake or ostrich leather. We do have a tailor-made department at the factory that does all these kind of things. The only areas we are a bit restrictive about is the airbag area, so we have to keep kind of standard in there.
Right.
But other than that, you can just dream away.
The sky's the limit.
As long as it's tasteful,
Right.
and Ferrari approved, we can do it.
Okay, so if I came in here and I was like, I want like bright purple velvet, Ferrari would be like, no.
Maybe not. But
Okay.
we'd offer you something else instead.
Okay, all right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, cool, let's head in. Thank you so much for having me here today.
My pleasure, thanks so much.
So
Thank you
nice
for
to
coming.
meet you.
It's my pleasure indeed.
You Enzo personally. So can you just tell me a little bit about your story? Where did you guys meet?
Typically in his office
Yeah.
in Maryland.
What year did this Houston of Ferrari start?
I started it right around 1980. Yes.
And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to go speak to your team and see
Good.
actually what goes into making one of these cars.
Good.
What makes it so different from a car, that anyone can just drive on the street? Because I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Right. Details. I mean, you can see any of those little wires. I mean, Mark will explain that. But if any one of those little wires come adrift, that's the end of your race. We'll go through 28 sets of tires in 24 hours.
Wow.
And then we are also going to have a situation whereby the gear changes at Le Mans. It's like 18,000
Gear changes.
over 24 hours. Every lap, you're going through the gears all the time. And the lights, and the cars are identified by the color lights. In our class of racing, we use yellow lights, and then the prototypes use clear lights
On the front.
on the front.
Okay,
yes.
I see. Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, that's a good fact.
Yeah, they'll go through that.
Perfect. So look out for the yellow lights.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. Perfect. Well, thank you so much for talking
No, it's
to us today.
my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Absolute pleasure to meet you.
Welcome to Houston.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much for being here.
Thank you. I told you you'd find the car going to Le Mans. Here it is. This is the only Ferrari in North America actually going to be driving at Le Mans this year. So take a look. Come on over. Mark?
Hi.
What's up? Nice to meet you. Hey. It's missing a mirror, is it?
Oh no, we're getting ready to send it to Le Mans.
Yeah.
So it's ready to go on the airplane. The mirrors are too wide.
Right, okay, so you've got to kind of detach them
Yeah,
so it can get
and the
up.
wing.
Is there anything? Oh, the wing needs to go up.
Do you want me to remove the door, make it a little bit easier?
Yeah, I didn't know that's what you did. Let's remove the door.
That's that. No tools needed. The reason for that is for safety, for if there's an accident, the safety crews can remove the doors to make it easier.
I had no idea it would just come off like that.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Alright, so
Also remove the steering wheel if that's
if you can just remove as much as possible because I've got a dress on and this is going to get a little awkward. Okay.
Is it comfortable?
This is really cool. I mean, it's quite low. It's quite a
Yeah.
deep bucket, isn't it? Yeah.
The seat doesn't move.
At all? No.
Because they, for safety reasons, the sliding mechanisms were removed a couple of years ago. There was a few big accidents and seats broke, come
I see.
loose.
So now it's completely fit. You guys might remember the LaFerrari that I was driving a couple of weeks ago. It's the same kind of mechanism here where the pedals, they come towards you instead of the chair coming towards the pedals. So you just pull this lever here, then you've got the pedals closer to you.
And also the steering column moves exactly the same as the road car. If I put the steering wheel on,
Yeah.
which is pretty easy to do.
These race cars, do they actually come out as a standard production street car and then they get modified into a
no.
race car? How does that work?
The shell will be produced on the same line as the road car,
Yeah.
but gets removed very early on production.
Right.
And then the car then gets turned into a race car.
So what is it actually that we have the same as a street car? It is just
This the aluminium part
just
in
this
the
here.
middle is road car.
Yeah.
They add the roll cage in. But let's say they keep the steering rack, the steering column, and that's
pretty
about
good.
it.
We've got the wheel here, but we've got so many different switches here. So which one can I touch?
You can hit the master.
The big
button,
red
the
one.
big one.
Usually the big red one is like, don't touch it.
Well, in this case, it's good.
It's good on.
You can turn that
Okay.
on.
All right, we'll turn this down.
She should come to life. And the noise is just a purge of the air compressor, which is for gear shift. This is what the driver sees as he's driving. Unfortunately,
Got no
doesn't
fuel.
translate to English.
That is
That's the
brilliant.
Italians for you. You can turn the cockpit lights on.
This one, okay, let's
So-
see what this does.
Just illuminates the lights. We have a UV light at the top, which makes all the white stickers on the inside the cockpit brighter.
Ah, right, okay, yeah, so you can more clearly see what's
Yeah.
on the steering wheel here.
The green one in the centre, the big
This
one.
one?
That one will override all the safeties in the gearbox. So you can upshift, downshift without using the safeties. So basically, you could actually go 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 reverse and destroy everything.
Oh my
but
God.
the reason for that is if you're having a problem with the shift blip
Yeah.
or anything like that,
It just
an
can
override.
it. Yeah. So this is what's it pinpointing here? What's it picking up on?
It's actually because we're not moving. It sees an item behind the vehicle is stable with speed, so it gives you a yellow. If we were pulling away, it'd turn green. If we were gaining, it would go red.
Okay.
The best place it's used is if it's wet.
Right.
You can't see anything behind you,
Yeah.
but it will actually show you with the little icons.
These
There's the
ones.
vehicles
Yep.
coming back,
Ah,
coming
right.
up.
Okay, cool. So I mean, you could have several icons
Yeah.
here. You could have,
And it will
4 or
show you
5.
if they're going to overtake you on the left and the right with an arrow.
Ah, that's really cool. So this is the car that we're actually going to be able to start up. This car raced at Daytona this year. Okay, so this is these are the few switches that I'm allowed to press. This is the master switch here, so we're just going to pull this one down, and then the ignition is here. Turn this on. Look at all these lights, and then one more down, and then this is the coolest feature. Here, so you've got the flash button here. If you press this, it flashes the car in front. If you actually want to pass a car in front of you, you just kind of like let them know. So that's pretty cool. All right, we're going to start her up now. This is quite exciting. What you need to press first is the pit button. So that kind of activates all the buttons, right? The controls on the wheel. So if we just press pit, the start button is actually going to work now when I press it. So are we ready? I'm going to start it up. Ready? Okay, head round the back so we can listen to it. And then you hear the turbos winding down here. Like I'm licensed to drive now, right?
Sure. Next thing I think we should do is we'll get you to change your wheel.
That's awesome. Okay. All right. This is kind of like a bucket list check item. Change a wheel on a race car. Let's do it.
So you just push it hard into the car, pull the trigger.
My heart is racing. I don't know why.
So put it, yeah, push it hard and then pull the trigger.
Okay.
Press the shuttle over
Yeah.
and then push it on, pull the trigger. That's it, it's done.
Is it good?
Yeah.
Oh my god, I am a pro after all. Nice work, team. You see these stands here underneath? It's built into the car.
Just pull it.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Yeah.
Doesn't that give you a bit of a shock? That is so cool.
So they would be holding the start button at the same time.
And then off they go as soon as it's dropped. That was quite an experience.
Fantastic, isn't it, Alex?
That was awesome. Oh my god, what a thrill. So this is Tony. everyone. And Tony is the GM here at Ferrari of Houston. It's not only this car and this car that you have in race
No,
cars,
it's not. Actually, we have 2 GTE cars and 2 GT3 cars to go racing with.
Right.
And we're always looking for partners and people to drive.
So who is it that drives these cars? I mean, this is, you kind of get teams come to you and say, can you take us driving?
Yeah, we have gentlemen drivers come to us with their teammates and they pay us to take them racing.
Right, okay.
Or we go racing ourselves, and we're always looking for sponsors and partners.
Yeah.
And like on this particular car, we'd always be willing to take Ferrari of Houston off the door for anybody who wants to put their name on the door.
Well, here's a question for you.
Yes.
What would it take to get Supercar Blondie written on the door?
So Supercar Blondie for a race like the 24 Hours of Daytona would be probably right around $200,000.
Easy. It's a lot of money, isn't it, to be able to keep these cars running
It's
and
a ton
racing?
of money to keep them running. The total budget of the race team to run a full season would be right around $3.5 million.
Wow. And this one is at Le Mans, so what kind of price difference is there
So
between
a budget to run the 24 Hours of Le Mans is roughly anywhere from $800,000 to $1 million.
It's a lot of money, isn't it, to be able to keep these cars running
It's
and
a ton
racing?
of money to keep them running. The total budget of the race team to run a full season would be right around $3.5 million.
You know, what does this actually do for a sponsor? I mean, if we're really speaking realistically.
Realistically, what you're trying to do is, by representing the brand and pulling all the brands together, you're trying to put them at the same level as you, and you're trying to get people to follow them or buy their product.
Right.
And so the constant imagery on TV and magazines and photos on social media, you want to draw them to their website, find out about them, and try and monetize it for them.
So when you're talking about a lot of people watching, what are these kind of numbers? Like how many people are watching Daytona, for example?
Millions.
Yeah.
And Le Mans is the biggest one in the world.
Yeah.
It's probably in the tens of millions watching Le Mans. Le Mans is one of the most iconic races in the world. Daytona would be right after Le Mans in terms of sports car racing.
Yeah.
And this is everything below Formula One. So
And you guys are at both?
we're at both.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's really cool. Love it.
so yeah,
So-
it's pretty cool.
Okay, so when do I get my stickers printed?
Well, you get them printed, we'll put them on to make sure they're reflective,
Oh yeah?
so that we see Supercar Blondie at night reflecting
Yes,
off the car.
I love it. Oh
Yeah.
my god, I need to go for this. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. A big thanks to Ferrari of Houston for having me. It has been so amazing seeing their race cars, and now I get to drive this beautiful Lusso out today. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next YouTube. Could be anywhere. Here in the States, back in Dubai, or somewhere else in the world. Thanks, guys. Love ya.